Lyria, a quiet moon circling the industrial giant ArcCorp, often overlooked, yet deeply revealing. From orbit, Lyria appears muted, a surface of pale stone, fractured terrain, and slow-moving shadows cast by distant suns. But like many places in the Stanton system, what Lyria hides is far more important than what it shows. Lyria is a rocky, low-gravity moon formed long before ArcCorp became the city planet it is today. Its gravitational pull is weak, roughly 1/3 of standard gravity, and every step here feels lighter, almost hesitant. Movement becomes deliberate, momentum carries longer, and mistakes linger. There is no breathable atmosphere on Lyria. The air is thin, trace gases only, insufficient for life, and incapable of shielding the surface from radiation. Temperatures fluctuate sharply. During daylight, exposed rock warms slightly, but once night falls, the cold returns quickly. Survival here depends entirely on preparation. Lyria's surface is geologically active, not with volcanoes or storms, but with stress. Tectonic fractures split the ground open, creating deep ravines, collapsed shelves, and vast cave systems beneath the crust. These caves are not decorative. They are the reason Lyria matters. Hidden within the moon's crust are valuable mineral deposits, resources ArcCorp has relied on since its earliest expansion. Mining facilities dot the surface, their structures sharp and utilitarian, cutting against the organic terrain. These outposts are temporary by design, because Lyria does not forgive permanence. Wind does not shape this moon. Water does not erode it. Instead, time, pressure, and gravity do the work. Rock collapses slowly, caves shift, paths that once felt safe can disappear without warning. This is why Lyria is respected by miners and feared by those who rush. From a pilot's perspective, approaching Lyria feels calm, almost deceptively so. No storms, no thick clouds, no violent atmospheric entry. Just clean descent, hard light, and a surface that waits patiently. Landing here demands finesse. Low gravity makes thruster control sensitive, and engine wash lingers longer than expected. Even touching down feels unnaturally quiet. On foot, Lyria changes. Every step echoes. Every movement feels amplified. The silence is not empty, it is observant. This is a moon that listens. The cave networks beneath Lyria remain unpredictable, despite extensive exploration. Some open into vast chambers large enough to swallow ships. Others narrow into tight corridors where light struggles to survive. These spaces reward patience and punish haste. Lyria has no native life, no flora, no fauna. Yet it is far from lifeless. Its value lies in what it provides, not in what it grows. Orbiting ArcCorp, Lyria exists in contrast. Above, a planet of endless lights and artificial skies. Below, raw stone, darkness, and patient geology. Together, they tell the story of expansion, industry built on extraction, progress balanced on fragility. For those willing to slow down, to observe, to listen, Lyria offers perspective, a place where silence speaks louder than spectacle, and beauty is found not in color, but in restraint. Our corp's reach extends even here, pulling wealth from the moon's depths, through refineries and extraction sites scattered across the horizon. Yet despite that industry, Lyria remains hauntingly empty, a place where the sky feels too wide and the ground stretches on without end. The atmosphere is thin, barely there, not enough for breath, not enough for comfort. Only sealed suits and the quiet hum of life support remind you that humans were never meant to stand here. Temperatures remain brutally cold. Daylight offers no warmth, only illumination, a pale reflection of a distant sun. And gravity, just light enough that every movement feels slow, deliberate, as if the moon itself is holding you gently above its surface. But Lyria's beauty is not only in what it is in what it allows. Space, scale, silence. This is where cinematic flight becomes art. A ship gliding low over frozen plains, thrusters whispering across ice, the horizon bending endlessly ahead. And sometimes, for a moment, you take something smaller down, a guardian released into the open sky. A spin through the valleys, a slow pass over crystal ridges, showing Lyria not from orbit, but from within. The moon feels different at that level, more personal, more alive, despite the cold. Below you, mining lights flicker like distant stars, outposts cling to survival, and the surface reflects pale blue beneath your hull. Lyria is not a battlefield. It is not a mission hub. It is a quiet chapter of the verse, where the universe breathes. And in those moments, with no voices, no weapons, only engines and music, Star Citizen becomes something else entirely. Not a game, a journey. So fly slowly here. Let the silence stretch. Let the ice fields roll beneath you like an ocean of frozen time. Because moons like Lyria remind us that beauty is not always loud. Sometimes it is simply there, waiting in the cold, to be witnessed. So if this helped you out, drop a like, subscribe, and fly with me into what's next. Fly safe, watch your six, and I'll see you in the verse.